Hi everyone, this is Mariter with Scrap Dog Media. Before we dive in, I have a special request. I would humbly like to ask that you click that subscribe button and give a thumbs up. Starting a new YouTube channel is a very difficult task, and no matter how hard you work, people still don't subscribe. You have my promise that I will always give you the best videos that I possibly can, and I will always read your comments. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to us. Every subscription helps us grow and bring you more valuable content, and we truly appreciate it. I'm Mariter, a Filipina now living in the USA, happily married to my American husband for almost 6 years. We met online, and I know firsthand how exciting and nerve-wracking it can be to connect with someone from another culture. It can feel like you found the one, but it's so important to protect yourself. Today, I want to share some important tips to help you spot relationship scammers and protect yourself while dating online. I'll be sharing some red flags to watch out for, and hopefully this will help you have a safer and more enjoyable online dating experience. We are about to dig very deep into some serious issues. I'm going to do my very best to help you keep your money in your wallet today so that you are not scammed out of it. We all work too hard to be scammed by a scammer. Money doesn't grow on trees, at least for me. It certainly does not. And I am sure it probably doesn't for you either. Get your pens and paper out to take notes today, boys. You're going to want to remember the information that you learned today. It can be very crucial in your financial protection. In this video, I am going to give you the tools you need in order to avoid being scammed, especially in the Philippines. But before I dive deep into this, I want to tell you that not all Filipinas are scammers. It's actually a very small amount that are. But this small amount does damage to the good Filipinas and tarnishes our reputations. And that is why we need to address this problem now. There truly are so many very wonderful Filipina ladies that are seeking good foreign men. They simply just want a better life. And not only that, but they are legitimately attracted to foreign men. I know this because I myself am also a Filipina, and I am happily married to an American man named Bob. He and I run this YouTube channel together here at Scrap Dog Media. Sometimes I put videos up and sometimes he does. Check out some of his videos also. You'll find that he is actually a very great guy. One of the biggest red flags when dating online, not just with Filipinas but anyone, is when someone asks you for money. Now, it might not be so obvious at first. They're not always going to come right out and say, "Can you send me $500? They're going to make it sound believable, tug at your heartstrings, and make you feel like you're the only one who can help. For example, they might tell you a heartbreaking story about a sick family member who needs urgent medical attention. Or they might claim they're facing eviction and desperately need money to pay rent. They might even promise to pay you back as soon as they get back on their feet. Another common tactic is to invent an emergency situation where they need money to travel. Maybe their grandmother passed away on another island and they need to travel there immediately. Or they might say they have a job opportunity abroad but can't afford the plane ticket. The truth is, these are classic scammer tactics designed to exploit your emotions and trick you into sending money. Remember, you should never send money to someone you've only met online, no matter how compelling their story may seem. If you do, it's very unlikely you'll ever see that money or your online love interest ever again. Before we go on to the next topic, I want to tell you this. Not all Filipinas that ask you for money are scammers. What I'm saying is, well, we will use an example. Assume you have been chatting online for like a month or so. Then she tells you there is a problem, maybe her mother is sick, or maybe she can't pay the power bill, or whatever the case may be, but she needs some help from you. Guys, this does not automatically mean she is trying to scam you, so don't go getting angry and break up with her prematurely until you absolutely know for fact that she is truly a scammer. The Philippines is much different than Western countries. We can't get help with bills and medical expenses here. In America, if there is an emergency, a person has many avenues to get help. Trust me, that is not the case in the Philippines. You truly are on your own here. I want to help you keep your money in your wallet and not get scammed. But at the same time, I also want you to be aware that you shouldn't jump the gun too fast. Be diligent and do your research. Make absolutely certain that if she is asking you for money, that the reason is true and real. I'm going to give you an example of my own life. Bob and I first started talking in 2016. We found each other through Facebook. We had only been talking maybe just a few months, and then my mama got very sick and had to go to the hospital. I was a factory worker at the time in Cebu City. My salary was very small. I needed help with medical expenses, but I felt ashamed to ask Bob. I knew how girls treat guys and how they scam them, and I didn't want him to feel that I was trying to do that to him. But my mama was very sick and was needing kidney dialysis. Eventually, I did ask him for help, and he helped me. But guys, here's the thing, and you need to pay attention to this. Yes, I asked for help, but I always video called him even from the hospital. I even let him see my mother on Messenger while she was in the hospital, even while she was in her hospital bed. He couldn't talk to her because she couldn't speak English, but at least he was able to see and know for sure that what I was saying was true and real. If a girl is not willing to prove her case to you, do not send her money. Someone who is true will also be willing to prove they're true. When Bob came to visit me the first time in 2017, even then, my mama was still in the hospital. Bob and I both went to visit her in the hospital in Cebu City. Unfortunately, Mama passed away in 2019. So why am I telling you this? Well, because I don't want you to take the information that I give you and think that all Filipinas are just out to scam you. We are not, and there are millions of wonderful girls that are simply just there waiting for you. They will make you very wonderful wives if you're willing to give them a chance. But there also are many evil Filipinas that equally are waiting on you to scam you out of your money. It's on you to be willing to weed through the bad to get to the good. Learn from this video on what to look for. Learn the red flags to look for. And stand up for yourself and stand your ground. And make sure that if you are sending money, that you have been given proof it's not a scam. You must look out for your own wallet, guys. No one else is going to look out for it for you. Okay, so another common tactic scammers use is to try and move the conversation of the dating site or app as quickly as possible. They might suggest you chat on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or through email instead. There are a couple of reasons for this. First, dating sites and apps have security measures in place to detect and block scammers. They might have algorithms that flag suspicious behavior, like requests for money or personal information. By moving the conversation off the platform, scammers can bypass these security measures and operate more freely. Second, they know that once they have your personal contact information, it's easier to manipulate and control you. They can bombard you with messages, calls, and even video chats, making it harder for you to think rationally and see through their lies. If you're ever in a situation where someone you met online is pressuring you to move the conversation off the platform, that's a huge red flag. It's best to politely decline, and if they persist, report their profile to the dating site or app. Let's face it, we're all drawn to attractive people, and scammers know this. They often create fake profiles using photos of models or other attractive individuals to lure unsuspecting victims. If you come across a profile that seems too good to be true, it probably is. One way to verify the authenticity of a profile is to do a reverse image search. You can do this by saving the profile picture to your computer and then uploading it to a reverse image search engine like Google Images or TinEye. These engines will scour the internet for other instances of that image, and if it's a fake profile, you'll likely find the same photo being used on multiple websites or social media accounts. Another thing to look out for is a lack of personal information on their profile. Scammers often keep their profiles vague and avoid sharing too many details about themselves. This is because they don't want to provide any information that could be used to track them down or expose their true identity. Scammers often create elaborate backstories and online personas, but they're usually very careful not to reveal too much personal information. They might be evasive when you ask them specific questions about their life, family, or work. This is because they don't want to slip up and contradict their fabricated stories. If you're chatting with someone online and they're reluctant to share basic details about themselves, that's definitely a red flag. It's perfectly normal to be cautious when sharing personal information online, but if someone is genuinely interested in getting to know you, they'll be willing to share some basic information about themselves as well. Don't be afraid to ask specific questions, and you should pay close attention to how they respond. If their answers are vague, inconsistent, or seem rehearsed, it's a sign that they might be hiding something. Trust your instincts, and if something feels off, it's better to be safe than sorry. In the Philippines, there have been many women who have had online relationships with foreign men, while at the same exact time, they are living with either their boyfriends or husbands. Believe me, this happens all the time. They take advantage of the foreigner, let you send your money to them, while at night, they are in bed sleeping with their Filipino boyfriends. It's a horrible shame and should never happen, but fact is, it does happen, and it happens a lot, and surprisingly, guys still fall for it every day. Don't let this be you. If your girl is avoiding your video call, you should find out why. And if it persists, then you need to start asking questions. Maybe she will video chat you at certain times through the day, but then when it's nighttime, she disappears. You need to wonder why. Guys, you are going to have to put your best thinking caps on when it comes to things like this and be your own detective. But of all things, do not allow yourself to be scammed out of your money. If money is all she is after and you refuse to give it, then eventually she is going to go away. A good woman is not going to be after your money and will not go away. So save that info right there in your toolbox, in your scam prevention tools. That's a special tip from your Ate Mariter. While scammers are often reluctant to share their own personal information, they're usually more than happy to ask for yours. They might ask for your full name, address, phone number, or even financial information. They might claim they need this information to send you a gift, book a flight to visit you, or for some other seemingly innocent reason. But let's be real, their real motive is to steal your identity or use your personal information for fraudulent activities. Never give out sensitive information like your social security number, bank account details, or credit card information to someone you've only met online. If someone you're chatting with online starts asking for personal information that makes you uncomfortable, it's best to politely decline and end the conversation. It's better to be cautious and protect yourself than to risk becoming a victim of identity theft or fraud. This one should be a no-brainer, but unfortunately, many people still fall victim to this scam. If someone you've only met online asks for your bank account or credit card information, it's a major red flag. They might claim they need it to transfer you money, help you with a financial emergency, or for some other seemingly legitimate reason. However, their real intention is to steal your money. Once they have your bank account or credit card details, they can easily drain your accounts or make unauthorized purchases. Never ever give out this information to someone you've only met online, no matter how convincing their story may seem. If someone you're chatting with online asks for this type of information, immediately stop communication and report their profile to the dating site or app. It's also a good idea to contact your bank or credit card company and let them know about the situation. Usually when it's credit card scams, it wasn't actually a real Filipina in the first place. Generally, when that happens, it is actually an online scammer sitting at a desk in a country like Pakistan, Nigeria, India, or some country like that. That's one big reason that you should make sure you have talked to the girl through video chat, because it might not even be an actual girl and might not even be a real Filipino. When Filipinas pull their scams, generally they will be asking you to send them money through remittance agencies like Remitly, World Remit, Western Union, and GCash. Remember, the Philippines is for the most part still a cash society, and the girl is going to want your cash. It's your job to protect your cash. I know it can be disheartening to encounter these scams, especially when you're genuinely looking for love. But hey, remember, not all Filipinas are scammers. There are millions of honest, hardworking, and genuine Filipinas who truly want a meaningful relationship with a foreign man. The key is to stay vigilant and trust your instincts. If something feels off about someone you're chatting with online, it's better to err on the side of caution. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Do your research and take your time getting to know someone before you share personal information or send them money. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need this advice, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.